Right, Paul and Pat, we should all be happy. It's Friday. We had beautiful weather today and looking good into the weekend, especially for tomorrow, the pick day weather-wise of your weekend. And in fact, on this Friday evening, we still have temperatures into the 70s from Ontario, Van Nuys, downtown. Oxnard a little cooler there into the 60s, but most areas made it into the 80s today. A beautiful sunset once again with some clouds starting to stream in. Other than that, mostly sunny skies. We do have some big changes, however, next week. That includes a cold winter storm. Hard to believe when we're talking about 80-degree temperatures. So enjoy this weekend. I'll break that down for you, and then we'll talk about the storm headed our way. Your full forecast minutes away. Paul, back to you.
Jackie.
That's right. That is just the best thing about living here. I mean, a couple of days with rain here and there every once in a while, but for the most part, we get sunsets like this. We've got temperatures today record breaking. Some of them are coming in right now. 85 degrees today in Camarillo. The old record set back in 1985 was 84. So it was a nice warm day today. Again, highs into the 80s. We have some gusty northeast winds, so wind advisories in effect through Saturday. A little cooler by Sunday. You're going to want to enjoy the next few days because remember how I just mentioned that every once in a while we get a couple days with rain? Well, we've got a couple of those in the forecast. But take a look at your highs from today. We didn't break a record downtown, but we were sure nice and warm and well above where we should be this time of year. It was 81 degrees and our normal high 69. 88 was the record for this time of year. And currently on this Friday evening, happy Friday by the way, we've got temperatures still into the 70s from Van Nuys to Pasadena, 72 downtown, 77 degrees in Anaheim. So folks at Disney enjoying walking around there. 70s even from Long Beach to Oxnard, 68 degrees now in Santa Monica. Winds have been a slight problem, but overall not too bad. Right around 12 miles an hour in Santa Clarita, 12 in Temecula, 11 in Apple Valley, and that's the strongest readings I'm getting right now. Wind advisories, however, will stay in effect through noon tomorrow. Winds could gust up to 45 miles an hour. For the most part, we've seen a nice, clear, sunny skies, but there have been some clouds that have pushed in from the south. And again, what that just makes for is a nice sunset, and that's what we're getting as we speak. But this nice ridge of high pressure is the reason for our nice warm weather, our mostly sunny skies. A little bit breezy, of course, into your Saturday, but it is going to be warm. Sunday, this trough starts to break down a bit. And then Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday of next week, that's when we've got a dramatic change in the weather. We've got to remember, still February, so we do actually have a cold winter storm headed our way. Cold for us, 50s, so we'll get to that in just a moment. But for this Friday evening, temperatures into the upper 60s. It's breezy, it's mild. Those winds could be gusty at times tonight, and we could see a little more fog along the coast for tonight, but 52 for the overnight lows, so that's not bad either. Let's take a look at that extended forecast, and again, 3-day weekend for most folks, but I think you're going to really enjoy tomorrow the most out of the next 3 days because it's going to be 80 in the valleys, mid-70s at the coast, 79 in the basin. Temperatures return to normal by Sunday, but at least on Sunday it will still be sunny out there. Monday, 50s, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, what happens? Well, storm moves in. 50s, a chance of rain, low-level snow, and thunderstorms. Paul and Pat, back to you. It is. It's a nice forecast to give as well, so I'm happy to give this to you on your Friday. We had beautiful weather out there today, even broke some record highs today, and still into the 70s from Van Nuys to downtown to Ontario. It is 68 degrees now in Oxnard. We do have a few clouds streaming in from the south, but for the most part, ridge of high pressure still in place and will be in place for your Saturday. So weather tomorrow much like today, so do enjoy that. In fact, the next 24 hours looking pretty good. A little breezy tonight, overnight lows down into the 50s, a nice mild sunny start to tomorrow, and then another breezy warm afternoon for tomorrow. But then we've got big changes in the forecast. I'll have more on that coming up at 6. Back to you guys. Thank you very much, Rick, and that was such a lovely shot. Well, the winds will be lasting through tomorrow afternoon, and so will the nice weather. So good news on this Friday evening. Temperatures are still into the 70s in Ontario. It is 69 in both Van Nuys and downtown, and it is 64 degrees along the coast there in Oxnard. We do have some clouds that have pushed in from the south, making for that beautiful sunset that we just showed you, but we do have some gusty winds here and there there, and therefore that wind advisory in effect through tomorrow afternoon for most of the Southland. Winds could gust up to 45 miles an hour, mainly in those mountain areas. But right now, as we look at the winds, we're seeing calm winds in Burbank. The strongest winds I'm seeing right now from Apple Valley to Riverside, 12 to 15 miles an hour. Big changes in the extended forecast, and I will have more on all of that coming up. Rick, back to you.